Welcome friends to another video, welcome to another review. This time we are talking about the house of Korloff, Paris, and the fragrance in front of you is called Silver Wood. This is a fragrance that was released in 2016. It's a very interesting composition, a very interesting scent nonetheless. And this is considered to be a niche house because wherever you go, wherever you look, the house of Karlov, in terms of fragrances, is considered a niche house. Although they are a designer type of house, their name is inspired by the biggest black diamond ever discovered, the 88 carat black Karlov, which belonged to a Russian noble family. So everything around this house is centered about that diamond. This is a very interesting fragrance. This is how the box looks. Nothing out of the ordinary, if you ask me. Just your regular cardboard box. And this is how the bottle looks, which is quite interesting, if you ask me. It's very simple, yet very elegant. This cap, which is made out of plastic, cheap plastic, tries to emulate the diverse facets of a diamond, but unfortunately, the biggest problem with this bottle is this cap because it's very, very unsecure. So I wouldn't recommend you to grab this bottle, as you can see, by the cap, because you may end up breaking the bottle. Let's talk about the composition because it's very interesting. We have in the top notes cardamom, also cinnamon and lavender. We have in the heart fig and nutmeg, and in the base we have rosewood and labdanum. So quite simplistic in terms of the notes breakdown. And to put it as simple as possible, this is a fragrance for those of you who love woody fig and nutmeg. This is very woody and at the same time very spicy. The opening is very strong. Very strong. You get a blast, at least I get a blast of cinnamon combined with fig and also with nutmeg. And afterwards, I get labdanum and rosewood. But one thing to notice about this fragrance, and I highly encourage you to do so, is give it time. Do not judge this fragrance from the first spray, from the first wearing, because it won't do justice to the fragrance. You need to give it some time. You need to give it a couple of weeks, a couple of months before it reveals its beautiful features, because this one truly smells great and also performs really great. Unfortunately, the cardamom in this one is very faint. I would have preferred it to be more powerful for my liking, but also the lavender note is faint. So these two notes, if you are looking for these specific notes in this fragrance, I don't know if you're gonna get them. I don't get them on my skin. What I get is a very, very woody fig, and I mean the fig tree bark, if you want. That's how woody it is, combined with a very beautiful nutmeg note and also assisted by a very, very beautiful cinnamon note. And from behind, as I said, comes a very manly, very somewhat dark and warm base made from labdanum and rosewood. So if you love woody, spicy fragrances, this is a fragrance that you need to get your nose on. This isn't a fragrance made for warmer weather, for hot weather, as you may be tempted to believe, because you have cardamom, lavender, and fig in the composition. This is a fragrance made for cool weather. I see this one being worn really great in spring. I see this one being worn really great in fall, and also in some specific scenarios in winter time. Therefore, if you want to buy this fragrance, be advised this is a cold weather, at best moderate temperatures type of fragrance. The fig note and the lavender note inside, but also the cardamom note inside, may tempt you into believing that this is a fragrance that's more aromatic, that's a lot fresher and whatnot. In reality, it isn't. It's quite dark, if you want. It's quite sober. It's very mature also. Therefore, it's a fragrance best suited for a more mature audience. I highly recommend this being worn at formal occasions, dressed up, suit and tie, and everything else. But I do also see this one being worn with a casual outfit, especially in spring and fall, but by a more mature crowd. I don't believe that younger crowds will appreciate Korloff Silverwood, mainly because it gives you that old wood type of vibe, if you know what I mean, like an old cabin in the woods, if you want, something like that. Aged wood, it's the better expression here. So if you like this type of fragrances, if you love fig-based fragrances, first and foremost, if you love spicy fragrances, then I highly recommend you to get your hands on Korloff Silverwood. This isn't very expensive. You can actually purchase this one, but 100 ml, for about 45 euros. Therefore, I highly encourage you to give it a try. Test it out first, buy a sample, buy a decant, if you can get your hands on something like that. Test it on your skin, wear it, see how it behaves, because we are different individuals and we have different skin chemistry. So you may get something else out of the fragrance. Only afterwards go ahead and purchase a full bottle. But from where I stand, this one gets full recommended. Really nice, really interesting. It is the most interesting fig-based fragrance that I have in my collection, mainly because you don't usually get fig or figs combined with spices. All the figs that I have are mainly combined with florals, are mainly combined with citruses, because fig is a note that you especially get in fresh fragrances. Korla Silverwood does the opposite. It combines it with spices, therefore it becomes a darker, I would say, obscure type of scent, and I really like it. Okay, this pretty much does it, guys, for this video. Give it a try. As I said, give it time first. Don't judge the fragrance after the first sprays, the first wearings. Give it a couple of months and you won't regret it. See you in the next video. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for your attention. And don't forget, smell good, feel good. Peace.